Hi, I'm Dawn from parkinsonsandus.com. Welcome. Today I am going to make chickpea peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. Now I know it sounds weird, but it actually tastes really good. There's no flour in them because we're using the chickpeas, so they're gluten-free, and they're actually I would say kind of healthy because of the garbanzo beans. They give them some extra protein. So I hope you like them. Let's get started. First, what you'll need is 2 cups of chickpeas or garbanzo beans. I cooked these fresh using my Instapot earlier this morning, but you can use canned as well. So pour this in. Get my spatula. And then we're going to use peanut butter, 1/2 cup. Love peanut butter. It's pretty thick. Whew. Sticky, gooey goodness. I actually use creamy peanut butter, and I use peanut butter that doesn't have any oil or added sugars in, just pure organic peanuts. But if you like a different kind of nut, like if you like almond butter or macadamia nut butter or any other kind of nut butter, feel free to use that. Okay. And then we are going to use a 1/2 cup of maple syrup. You could also use honey if you prefer honey. Sorry, did I say 1/2 cup? I meant 1/4 cup. 1/4 cup of maple syrup. So 1/2 cup of peanut butter, 1/4 cup of maple syrup. And then we're going to use vanilla, pure vanilla extract, 2 teaspoons. I promise you, these come together beautifully. They taste so good. Okay. And then we're going to use 1 teaspoon of baking powder. This is a 1/2 teaspoon, so I'm going to use it twice. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I like to use sea salt. Okay. And then we are going to, before we add the chocolate chips, we're going to blend this up and make it into a nice cookie dough, and then we'll go from there. Up a little bit. So easy to make. And if you like to eat cookie dough, you're okay here because there's no raw egg or dairy, so you actually could. Don't recommend it, but you could. Stir it up one more time just to make sure it's nice and smooth and creamy. So now that it's all blended, let me remove this. Let me move this over. Okay, Now I'm going to remove the blade. And we just have the cookie dough here. The chips are not in there yet. Oh, like a clean kitchen. All right, so can you see this? Let's see if you can see it. Can you see it in there? See that? So that's the cookie dough. All right, and then we're gonna take, I say about a 1/4 cup of chocolate chips, but you can use as much or as little as you like. These are actually dark chocolate that I like kind of chopped up into pieces. So then you can just add that. I say a 1/4 cup, but you can kind of, like I said, you can add more or less according to your taste. And the ones that I just added, these are actually sugar-free. They're made with stevia instead of sugar, but they taste really good, and it's a dark chocolate. So then we just stir that up. Okay, and then I think we're good to go. All right, I'm gonna get my baking sheet and we'll get these in the oven. Okay, I actually like to use these little, I don't know if they're ice cream scoops because they're so small, but this is a nice size for these. They're a little bit more of a bite-sized piece, so I like to do that. Super easy. Start in the middle here. Yay! And I'm just going to scoop all these up, and we will put them in the oven. Okay, and I am actually going to pat them down a little bit, just so they'll cook a little bit easier, a little bit quicker. Okay, so they're going to go in the oven. I'll put them in at 350. The oven was already preheated, so we'll put them in the oven at 350 for about anywhere from 8 to 12 minutes. I usually start low, like at 8, and then kind of check on them. I like them a little bit underdone, so as soon as they start kind of getting a little golden on top, I'll pull them out. So I'm going to put these in the oven. Okay, they are done. You see them there? So these actually took about 9 minutes. I checked them at 8 and they were just a little bit underdone, and so I just added like another minute and now they're good. So they're pretty fragile because they just came out of the oven, but I'm going to put them onto a baking sheet. Onto a rack. They smell so good. So because they're little bite-sized pieces and they're fresh out of the oven, they're pretty fragile. So if you just let them cool for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, you know, they'll harden up and not be quite as fragile. But I'm gonna try one before they are totally cool, just because I can't wait. So these are gluten-free, no flour, no processed sugars, just a little bit of maple syrup, and they really taste delicious. So I'm gonna try one. I'll try the little one. So good. So good. So good. So how many did it make? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. Almost 2 dozen. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I hope you try these chickpea chocolate chip cookies. If you do try them and you want to send me a comment down below, I would love it. I'd love to see what you think. And if you want to be part of this Parkinson's and Us community, I would love that too. This community is all about health and wellness. It's all about eating nourishing food, caregiver support, and joyful living, positive environment. And if you sign up, you'll get all these recipes and caregiver support straight to your inbox. And like I said, I would love for you to join me. So until next time, we'll see you. Bye now.